Hello, Libra, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach, and I help sensitive, self-reflective souls choose maximum growth. I have an intuitive message for you about your spiritual path this week. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we're doing the inside-outside spread, and they're telling me to draw the inside cards first. Let's look at your outside cards. Moon and the Eight of Wands. Okay, double eight, sun and moon. Interesting. Very interesting spread here. Okay, Libra, we're going to start on the outside. We're going to look at this Eight of Wands and the moon. Okay. So the short story is, Libra, we're just not there yet. Okay. What you are wanting, what you've put out into your outside world, the desires you've put out there, the things that you want to manifest and come towards you, it's just not, we're just not there. There's, that's interesting. Okay, so you've kind of got the same thing going on inside and outside. So things in your outside world are happening really kind of the same as the inside, but I think we're going to get a little bit more clarity about this in a second. So in the future, you've put out what you want. You have kind of thrown that wand into the future, this card here. So that card representing the future desires, but then we've got the moon. And the moon right now is saying, there's a shadow over it almost. Like you want, this card is so future focused and it's so clear about what it wants in the future. But then the moon comes in and there's this time of doubt and uncertainty and things not being clear and things just kind of shifting around, not making sense. And it also seems like things are changing so much. There's so much changing in your outside world, almost as if you can't keep up with it and you can't keep a handle on the direction you're supposed to go. The moon is a fascinating, I'm going to call it planet, because it's not really a planet, but in terms of astrology, it shifts position every 2 or 3 days. And that's why certain signs like Cancer that are ruled by the moon are said to be moody, because literally the emotions of that planet are changing constantly. Some planets, like Pluto, take generations to move, an entire generation, 20 years or perhaps more to move. And yet the moon changes every few days. So this is the thing, there's a clear vision of the future, but right now, it's not time for that future to be manifested. It's not time for you to be so focused on, is it the one direction or is it, I'm sorry, I'm talking to my guides. Is it the direction or is it the outcome? Okay, it's just not the time for the outcome yet. There's things shifting around that are maybe outside of your control that are just not clicked into place yet. We're not in alignment yet. Okay, and let's look at a little bit why, because like I said, the outside world is reflecting the inside world. This is amazing. I just talked about this morning with someone, about how the moon reflects the sun. So you see how your outside world is actually reflecting your inside world. Okay, what's going on in the inside world? We have the Sun and the Eight of Swords. Okay, let's look at the energy of the Sun card. And you notice the strength. You notice how bright it is, how hopeful and how beautiful. So the sun is the strength of that light, of that clarity shining through, of what, yeah, okay. What is it that you really want? The sun is that success in getting what you want, the things that you want to work out, actually working out. Okay, they're telling me to go deeper into the sun card, so just give me a second here. that space deep inside of you that brings you lasting joy, that thing that is inside you that truly makes you very, very, very joyful. I believe what has happened is you've put out something. You've thrown out a desire, you've thrown out something, and it's partially what you want, but somehow it's disconnected from this state of immense pure joy. It's missing somehow, it's lacking, and that's our Eight of Swords here, because there's something kind of clouding that sun, covering it up, and you're not able to really, that's why it's not manifesting quicker. That's why it's not manifesting more immediately in your life. So the Eight of Swords is kind of a double meaning. It's getting lost in your thoughts, but it's also because she's blindfolded, the only way she can go is inside. And so this is literally a journey inward to that space of deep joy. And all of the things that are connected to that deep joy, Libra, not the superficial joys that make you happy in the moment, but the deep joy. And what is that deep joy? And I think when you go into that space, when you go deep down in there in meditation or in reflection or on a walk or something, when you go down in there, you're going to be really surprised about what it is. What is that joy? Because that joy is the nexus, the creative nexus for your manifested reality. That is the center, like the sun. Yeah, I've got this right. I get confused sometimes, modern or ancient views. I forget which world I'm in. The sun is the center of our solar system. Everything revolves around the sun. Every desire, every facet of your life could revolve around that nexus of joy. So it's about finding out what that joy is, finding out what that joy means to you, and figuring out how the different aspects of your world relate to that joy. And this isn't, you have time. This isn't like you have to put this plan into action. This is actually a time for reflection and figuring this out. That's why this happening is a blessing. Because you threw out something, the moon says, nope, not yet. We're not doing this. And it clouds it and it stops it from happening. Because it's protecting you from manifesting a reality that's not going to be totally, totally satisfying. So this sun is asking you to go much deeper in to find out, okay, where is my light switch? What truly lights me up? What truly makes me come alive and make me feel joyful and happy to be on this planet? That's the nexus of your world. That's the nexus of your personal solar system. And the situations in your outside world, if you are not interested in looking at it on the inside, they're still going to force you to go inside. This moon is a portal to the intuition as well. You see, through these two rocks, I always see that as the portal to a deeper knowing. So you're going to be thrown situations and circumstances that are going to force you to go in there. So, you know, it kind of, you have options, Libra. You can either work on it inside yourself, or you can just respond to the world, because it's going to do the same thing either way. Remember, I said the outside is reflecting your inside, and kind of vice versa. So you will get to that point of clarity. But if you want to kind of take charge, if you want to have this journey more on your own terms, you might want to consider looking yourself rather than waiting for something to come at you. But either one is still going to get you there, so you can't lose either way. All right, Libra, thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me. Please subscribe and share this channel if you haven't already. And if you're interested in a one-on-one reading or an extended soul guidance session, I have that available on my website, soulguidancewithadriana.com. There's a link in the description below. I'll look forward to seeing you next time, Libra. Have a great week.